Yo, yo. What's good, y'all, man? We got Thor, Love, and Thunder post-credit scene. You feel me, man? So, hey, let's check out, man, what's going to be on the post-credit scene. Look, hey, I ain't watched the movie yet, but I'm going to watch it. You feel me, man? I'm going to watch it, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Tell you I'm watching Tuesday, so, hey, it doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to check it out, though, man, the post-credit scene. I know everybody goddamn going crazy on YouTube, you know, posting all the links. You know, I see it. I ain't watching it, but I see it though. Type shit. Y'all going crazy though. Y'all going stupid. I ain't gonna lie though. But yeah, like it up, sub, and yeah, check out the post credit scene, man. Let's see what's in the motherfucker. Let's get it. Oh, wrong headphone. Wrong headphone.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, hopefully you've had a chance to actually see Thor Love and Thunder.
I mean, do you realize it's Thursday? Friday, that's where everybody see it though. So you don't go, you know, God damn it. Nobody didn't see this goddamn movie. If you watching it early on Thursday, then you watch it tonight. Well, everybody watch it Friday though. But you know, God damn it. No, I ain't watching this movie, man. Cat. I ain't watched the movie yet, but I'm watching Tuesday though. But tell your shit though.
If you haven't, huge spoiler warning, we're going to be covering the two post-credit scenes today in full.
Two post-credit scenes? Okay, bet. Go crazy.
Details, light spoilers for the film, you guys get it. So if you haven't already seen the film, we ain't mad at you. Come back and see us after you've seen it. If you have, we're going to break down both those post-credit scenes, especially the first one, who that major cameo was, what actor's playing him, and what it means for the future of the MCU.
So it's a major cameo. I ain't watched the movie yet, so it's a major cameo.
MCU in the Avengers in Marvel Phase 5. We're breaking
Hold on, bitch ass nigga. Hold on.
it down, everything, the Thor 2 post-credit scenes. But
Bitch ass nigga.
first, if you could grab the subscribe button.
Bitch ass nigga.
We do daily Marvel content at the channel. That's all we do. Everything from official Easter eggs, breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider scoop or video like we're covering today, and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below that will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway. If you want, stick around to the end of the video. We'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Okay, so the very first post-credit scene actually sees us back in Omnipotent City, and if you thought
I got a picture of it too.
Zeus was killed by Thor and co. when earlier in the film they took his thunderbolt, you would be wrong. That was kind of the whole point of the film. Zeus and the rest of the gods in the pantheon in the city are all immortal. The Necrosword is one of the few.
Oh, so they don't die though. So okay. I mean, I ain't watched the movie yet, so they don't die. I mean, well, yeah, that's, you know, that defeats the purpose. If they die, I'll be like, damn. He's the purpose of being a mortar and shit.
Weapons, yep, Zeus' Thunderbolt not being one of them, that can actually kill them. That's why it was supposed to be so scary. So Zeus, he's alive and well, and he says this: God, it used to mean something. People would whisper your name before sharing their deepest hopes and dreams. They begged you for mercy without even knowing if you were actually listening, and that's when he cuts a small laugh. Now that's ironic because that's almost the exact same hubris displayed by the god at the beginning of the film when Gore was kneeling, praying, and wishing for his god, lost everything. It's very clear that his god could have heard him, but just obviously didn't care. Now the same pride displayed by Zeus, who liked being a god behind the scenes, who didn't have to be accountable. Now it's quite the opposite with superheroes in the universe. The people end up idolizing them instead of the gods, and then one of those superheroes rolls up in your house and steals your favorite toy. He goes on to say, now they look at the sky,
Damn.
They don't ask for lightning, they don't ask for rain. They just want to see one of their so-called superheroes. When did we become the joke? No more. They will fear us again.
Damn. So he pissed off.
When Thor Odinson falls from the sky, do you understand, Hercules? Do you understand, my son? The camera then pans over to Brett Goldstein, who probably is best known for his supporting actor
So it's gonna be Hercules. I heard about being a Hercules movie.
role, which he won an Emmy for on Ted Lasso. He is playing Hercules, and he responds, yes, my father. And this is very clear setup for what's to come now in Marvel Phase 5, Thor 5, and even Avengers.
So there's gonna be, I mean, quote me, a Thor 5. So that's gonna be the movie right there. Hercules versus Thor. Hercules versus Thor, man. They setting up too. Cause usually movies don't be setting up their movies though. You know what I mean? But this movie did though. That's what's up.
Avengers 5.
Well, something like
Now,
that,
before we
yeah.
dive into exactly what that's setting up in the MCU, because I think it's pretty clear eventually Hercules is going to join the Avengers, and there's a couple of stops along the way. The second post-credit scene shows none other than Jane Foster, who did in fact sacrifice herself by turning into the mighty Thor one more time to go assist Thor in defeating Gore the God Butcher, shows up in Valhalla, which to meet her, Heimdall refers to it as afterlife for the gods, meaning
Oh, she died type shit. I ain't watched the movie though. It's a lot of shit, but okay.
that she's basically
I don't know, so.
ascended to that point. There's a very weird editing where she looks a little confused to be there in the first place, and while maybe I think it's meant to just break in the way that she's surprised she made it to an afterlife, someone of science like her now becoming a god and getting to live in Valhalla, surprised to see Heimdall, but the way they cut it.
Oh man, that's the OG right here. Hey, so he in that. Oh yeah, cause I forgot he died. It was an Endgame or Infinity War. It was one of those two though. But he died though. But he in the afterlife too with her. Okay.
It sort of makes it seem like she's
OG
not
right
okay with being there and that she wants to go back. And I also made mention as I was leaving the theater what a shame it was to have finally Natalie Portman back in the MCU as Jane Foster, an awesome extra Thor, and a Thor that would have had storylines going forward in the comics, maybe even a romance with Sam Wilson Falcon, now immediately removed for the very first movie she comes back from. And I wondered if the editing in that post.
When you choose fresh, delicious Members Mark salmon, you're choosing salmon that
Post-credit scene, just a little speculation here, wasn't meant to imply that maybe, just maybe, Jane Foster's story isn't completely done, that she could somehow make it back. Yes, it would lessen her sacrifice in some way, but look, she's not Tony Stark, and again, she just made it back. We don't have a decade long of her, so I'm not sure if that's just me reading into the editing there, but if you were wondering why she was in Valhalla, that's obviously the Norse afterlife, the belief in their mythology, and for gods can ascend to that place. Well, she's there now. We'll have to see if she comes back. On the flip side of that coin, Hercules has just been introduced, and it's pretty obvious what's going to happen here in his pursuit of Thor Odinson. Even though Thor very clearly did not go back to New Asgard, that's exactly where he's going to head. And then in some way, even after he'll face off against a couple of the Avengers, as they often do in comic book films and past Avengers films, he'll end up joining them and becoming a teammate alongside of them in the next Avengers incantation. Whenever we see that, eventually this lineup's going to include the likes of Captain America, Sam Wilson, Shang-Chi, Hercules. We'll have to see what other characters end up on that team, whether it's Moon Knight, any of the characters from the past like Doctor Strange or Wanda, but there are a ton of new characters coming in the MCU. Hercules,
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, it's a lot of characters coming on, new characters. I mean, coming to the MCU.
Is going to be a mainstay. Now, I saw some old school comic heads basically point to Thor's new invented persona as he's moved from the Kenneth Branagh productions of the film towards Taika Waititi, that this sort of affable, self-deprecating, a little bit aloof character sort of read to them how Hercules might have in the original comics, that he basically stole his shtick. I never really read Hercules that way. Granted, he wasn't one of my favorite characters, but I think there is still plenty of room for him to have that same sense.
Oh yeah.
Ability, but share the screen with Thor and make it amazing. I also think it's very clear that ability, my favorite characters, but I think there is still plenty of room for him to have that same sensibility, but share the screen with Thor and make it amazing. I also think it's very clear that eventually Hercules becomes the stand-in for Thor in the Avengers, being their resident god superhero. And yes, while he's going to hunt them in the first place, it won't be long.
Yeah, he's gonna hunt them because his dad told him to.
Before he ends up switching sides and fighting on the sides of the Avengers, no matter what that ends up being, and it probably to me would be before Secret Wars. Now, ironically, Secret Wars, if it should use King the Conqueror as the main big bad instead of Doctor Doom, was one of the first places Hercules showed up in the comics. He showed up as a minion of Immortus, but it was later turned out and revealed to be just an imposter of the actual Hercules who showed up in the first Thor, when actually in the comics because Odin's son was being punished. Thor was being punished by Odin for being in love with a mortal. That was Jane Foster. Obviously, they had to change the storyline a little bit for what was going on in the Mighty Thor here. But guys, let me know all your thoughts down below. First of all, about Brett Goldstein playing Hercules, and if you're psyched now he's in the MCU. Did you recognize the actor? My theater at the red carpet premiere definitely did. They went nuts, and I'm super stoked for that character in the MCU. And who do you got going into the next Avengers compilation when finally they end up facing off against Kang, Doom, whoever the next big bad is? Who do you think is going to make that Avengers 5 team? We have a ton of heroes already.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, we got a lot of people. I don't know who's going to make an Avengers.
Let me know all your thoughts down below. Quickly, let's jump into the giveaway stuff.
A lot of characters, man, coming to the MCU. So shit, I don't know how they gonna do it, but they gonna do that shit. Okay. But anyway, that was a post-credit scene, man, for Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm about to see the movie Tuesday, man, but you know, at least I got some type of, you could say, you know, some type of links and shit. But yeah, like us, been on